We are going to do a concentrate. Now, I normally don't do concentrates, but this is from a supplier who, I guess, concentrates on concentrates. Now, this material is supposedly out of Alaska, and it's also supposed to be one of his best concentrates. Now, quickly, as you know from my other videos, I don't do concentrates, I do raw material because concentrates are processed materials and the processor chooses what gold stays in the concentrates. There's no way anybody's going to let gold go without knowing full well what's in it and what the value of it is. And to be honest with you, I don't remember how much I paid for this concentrate, but in all honesty, I do not expect to make that money back. I do see flakes of gold in here already through the bag, and the gold flakes are a lot larger than the material that's in here, which makes me a little suspicious, because how did you classify larger bits of gold amongst smaller gravels and black sands? So it may have been seeded. But we're going to go ahead and put this in our small pan here. I like to use this pan just so I can see what's going on. It is a little dirty right now, but I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I'm going to do about half that bag of concentrates, and I already saw some large pickers in here. And I like to use a small pan. It's easier for me to control when I'm doing the concentrates because I know there's gold in there. And I like to be able to see. Alright, so I'm already seeing color in the concentrates. Larger rocks in here. So what I said before about the flakes being smaller than or larger than the material actually is not necessarily the case, unless some of that stuff was just dumped in after the fact. And I'm going very slow for a number of reasons. I'm going slow because the light above me is reflecting on the water and it's making it hard to see what's in the pan. And the ridges on this pan are not very deep, so it's easy to lose gold if you're not paying attention. So I don't know if you can see quite a bit of color right there. And by going slow, I'm saving all the gold, and none of the gold's actually dropping out below that first quite a bit of gold. Nice and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 15 colors in here. So I'm gonna snuffer these up. And one of them may be too big for the snuffer bottle. Nope, it went in. Alright, so now I'm going to do the rest of the bag in the same fashion. Now, gold does like to cling to plastic bags, so make sure you thoroughly inspect your plastic. Go ahead and my concern also about this concentrate, these concentrates have usually been run through a sluice or by other concentration means, and when I see the water get dirtier, it makes me curious as to whether or not this is actually material that's been run before, because the rocks and stuff were not noticeable in the material with the color, so it makes me wonder if it was just some classified material and seeded with the proper amount of gold. And if you watched this video this far, I'd like to go ahead and thank you for watching my videos and also for subscribing. I do appreciate it. I know I don't say that very often, but I do. You know, I never actually expected to have as many views and minutes watched on my YouTube channel as I did. And I also appreciate the emails. I've gotten a lot of emails with a lot of people saying that they enjoy the videos. I also get positive criticism, and I listen to you. And if you've watched this video this far, I have a secret to tell you. I actually make videos for a living. It's what I do. And quite honestly, part of this whole experiment, this whole YouTube channel, was to not put any effort into these videos. Was to not make them a high production value. So I use handy cams, video, non-professional equipment, cell phones, to make these videos, because they're real. I don't want them to be produced. I don't want them to be scripted. Alright, anyway, so let's look at this. Here is from bag number 2. Sorry about the reflections, let's get that off. Quite a bit. I mean, that's probably 30 colors and another picker right there. So all in all, that's a pretty good batch of golds. Probably I would estimate maybe half a gram of gold. You know, definitely not what I paid, but it's a good learning experiment. or learning experience, sorry. But it is an experiment at that. This way you know you're going to pay more for, obviously, for concentrates, and somebody's already gone through the concentrate and dug out the good stuff and the heavy gold and all that, and leaves you or seeds the material back for you to purchase. And this is what you're pretty much left with, this and a couple other flakes and another picker or two. But ultimately I prefer the raw stuff myself. It's a lot more exciting. You get some bigger chunks of rocks, which actually I have found quite a few. Let me show you. Some of the Alaska material that I've gotten. These are just some of the gems and stuff. Crystal, quartz, and there's jade. There's all kinds of stuff that can be found in the raw material, especially the stuff that's from Alaska. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and snuffer this up, and we'll get on to the next one. Have a good one.